Okay, welcome back. This is going to be kind of a follow-up video. I'm going to make some comments about the video that I previously posted about the Slickwraps, the Power Support HD Screen Protector, Anti-Glare, and the Griffin reveal frame kind of bumper. I want to talk about some things that I apparently didn't mention in that video, or answer some questions I've received since, and kind of give you some further information. Last time I had actually a white iPhone 4S, but I had the yellow Slickwraps glow-in-the-dark skin on it. So I used the black reveal frame because it offered nice contrast with the yellow. And I've had some specific requests of, does this come in white? Can you show us what that looks like? So I'm going to do that here for you in just a second because I happen to own the white one as well. And for contrast purposes, I'm going to use a black iPhone 4. This is the phone I was using before I went into the white 4S. So before I get to that, I wanted to make a couple of things pretty clear. The Griffin reveal frame may not be a brand new product, and the reason I say that is some people I think are having a hard time locating it. I found it at my local Walmart. It runs $14.88 here in Alabama, and so I think it's about as inexpensive an accessory you can get for your iPhone that you'll find. So I was like, for $15, I'm willing to try it. I actually bought 2 of them, and I like it pretty good. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, but I want to show you the white first of all, and I'm going to move the iPhone out of the way so the camera will have an easier time focusing on it. But this is the case. As you can see, it's very, very flexible. It's very malleable. It's not real rigid. It's got kind of a springy quality to it. I'm going to try to move this in, see if the camera will focus on it. And the reason it's called the reveal frame is, as you can see, it's got this transparent edge, which is nice because it will reveal the chrome bezel of your iPhone 4 or 4S. And it's really a pretty nice case. It's very minimalistic. This white part gives you just enough of a bumper guard to protect it against, sitting it face down or back down on a surface. It's going to keep it from getting scratched, but it's not going to protect it against keys or anything in your pocket. Now, what I did want to let you know is they make one very similar to this that's solid on the side, white and black. It's got a hard kind of clear plastic backing to it, and the phone just sets down in it. So you get kind of protection around the peripheral there and then on the back. But I don't like those type of cases. It's a personal preference. They typically, through the sides over time or through the camera opening, get dust, dirt, crud, and then you can see it, and because of the friction, it can scratch the back of your phone. So I typically don't prefer those type of cases, but to each their own. So make sure when you go looking for this, the packaging is very similar, that it's called the reveal frame. And you'll notice it because there won't be a hole cut out for you to touch that hard plastic, which the new one does have. Again, these run about $15, and I found mine at Walmart in black and white. I believe it's the only 2 colors that they made. But you can see it's very spongy. It's going to hold up to some abuse. I wouldn't run it over with a car or anything, but it does what it's going to do. Again, won't protect the front and back against keys in it or anything in your pocket or dropping it from a height, because it's not really, as you can see, going to do much to protect it, but it will protect it from scuffs. Now, the reason I got the reveal is, if you watched my previous video, I like this transparency here because I had a glow-in-the-dark Slickwraps cover, and this allowed it to be seen. Now, I did want to do a follow-up on that. If you pair this with the Slickwraps, now Slickwraps does say that their stuff works with the Apple bumper, but doesn't actually say, hey, go put other stuff around it. And because it does make the phone slightly thicker all the way around the edge, and putting this on does put a lot of pressure on the edges of the bezel. Not that that's going to hurt your phone, but if you have a sticker on there, it may leave some residue. When I pulled the yellow off of my phone, which I've done since I changed it to a different Slickwrap, which I'll show you in a minute, it did leave some residue, which I had to use some, optical lens cleaner that I used to clean my camera optics, and I used my thumb and kind of scraped it off. So just keep in mind that added pressure with some sort of an edge sticker. It's nice because you can see it. The downside is it may take some extra time to get the residue off if and when you do decide to remove it. So just kind of a precaution there. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to pair this with the black iPhone 4. The other one was on an S, but this is the 4. Basically the same thing, slightly different button layout on the side, but no big deal. So I'm going to real quickly put this on here and show you how I go about doing it. Well, the phone's powering up, so I accidentally hit the power button. But it's like you would do any normal case. I actually put the top in first, like this, And then once I've got that in place, I slide it down and then pop the bottom up around it and it's on. And very, very simple. Try to get this up here. As you can see through the edge, it wasn't on there, now it's on there. You can see through the edge to the SIM card opening all the way around. And so it gives you a nice contrast, but you can still see that nice chrome. And then if you do have a sticker on there, then obviously that would show up. You know, do what you want to do with it, but that's what it looks like, and there it is in white. It's nice. I like the opposite. Now I have put this on my white iPhone 4S. I can't show you that because I have a slick wrap on my white iPhone 4S, but you can imagine what it is. I like the contrast. I like the white with the black, and then you know, obviously the opposite with the white iPhone, but putting black on black and white on white's nice too if you want it really kind of subtle, but this gives it a nice outline. Taking it off, again, I slide the bottom part over like this. Let me go the opposite way. Push that down, kind of get a corner out like this, and then slide that up and off. So you do get extra tension on it if you have even a really thin sticker around the edge. Some sort of a skin like from Slickwraps, like I mentioned previously, does put extra tension on there. And so you have to be very careful and actually pull the reveal frame away from the phone to get it on to keep the sticker from sliding off. So anyway, there you go. I got mine at Walmart, $14.88 where I'm at here in Alabama. Make sure you look for the one that says reveal frame and not the case that has the hard back, because that will be something that I'm not talking about. I'm not recommending it. I don't particularly like those type of cases, but that's not what I'm talking about here. And then as a quick follow-up, just to give you an idea about another Slick Wrap product, I did the yellow glow-in-the-dark one in the previous video, check that out. But I've since gone with what they call the zebra wood, and I really, really like this one. Let me bring it up here close to the phone. You can see it's got a wood texture to it. It's got a kind of a feel a little bit to it, but it looks really, really good. I have put around the bezel all the way around. You can see there, very, very well cut design. Goes around the top there, and then of course the back. I like to reveal the apple because people can still tell what type of phone I have, and it looks really, really slick, especially on the white. Looks very clean, very professional. Just, you know, I really, really like it. It reminds me of maybe like a you know, wood planking on a boat or on a basketball court, something that's really nice. So anyway, there's another look at one of the Slick Wraps. This is again on a white iPhone 4S. You do need to use the Verizon edging. As I mentioned in the previous video, you have to use the Verizon one because the button layout here is a little bit different. Other than that, you're good to go, fits well. And I do have this over a complete static guard. The previous one did stick too much to my anti-glare, so I had to throw that away when I pulled the skin off. But this is a full clear screen protector underneath. It's not one of the ones fit for the Windows, so I don't have any stuff getting up underneath. Received a lot of comments on this one. Actually, strangely enough, this one gets more comments than the yellow because this attracts a diverse eye, if you will. A lot of different kind of generations of people have commented on this one, whereas the yellow really kind of trendy with the younger audiences. But this one, I've had people at church, here around campus, a lot of adults and professionals alike want to know about this. So again, check out slickwraps.com. So I hope that's helpful. Again, a little bit more on the Griffin reveal frame in white, where I got it, how much I paid, and how to kind of apply it and give you a better look at it without a phone being decorated, and then a follow-up with the zebra wood from slickwraps.com. I hope you enjoy. Until next time, this has been a quick review. Leave your comments and questions and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Till next time, you guys have fun.